There are things I've never told anybody, not because I don't want to, but because some pain is too deep for words. There are tears that fell when nobody was watching. There are nights I smiled in public, then cried when I got home. There are battles people will never know I fought, but Jesus knows. He knows what I've been through. He knows what I survived. He knows the weight I've carried while telling everyone I'm okay. And maybe tonight you don't need everybody to understand you. Maybe you only need to remember Jesus knows. Only Jesus knows. Only Jesus knows the tears that I hid behind my smile. Only Jesus knows the nights I cried alone for hours. Only Jesus knows the prayers I couldn't find the words to say. Only Jesus knows how many times I almost walked away. I told the world that I was fine, but you knew I wasn't. I lifted up my hands in worship while my heart was breaking. Nobody knew the weight that I carried through the day, but you saw every burden and you stayed. You saw me when I was hurting. You heard me when I cried. You knew the storm inside me when I looked peaceful outside. Only Jesus knows what I've been through. Only Jesus knows the tears I never showed. He knows every silent battle, every prayer I couldn't speak. Only Jesus knows the weight I carry. Only Jesus knows the places where I'm weak and when nobody understands me. Jesus understands me. Jesus knows. Jesus knows. Jesus knows every tear. Jesus knows. Jesus knows. Only Jesus knows the mornings when I didn't want to rise. Only Jesus knows the questions I kept asking through the night. Only Jesus knows the dreams that disappeared along the way. Only Jesus knows the pieces I was trying to save. I have carried disappointment. I have carried fear. I have wondered many times, Lord, are you still here? But somehow, when my strength was gone, your mercy carried me. And the fact that I'm still standing is a testimony. You knew every hidden chapter. You knew every secret pain. You never turned away from me. You stayed through every change. Only Jesus knows what I've been through. Only Jesus knows the tears I never showed. He knows every silent battle, every prayer I couldn't speak. Only Jesus knows the weight I carry. Only Jesus knows the places where I'm weak and when nobody understands me. Jesus understands me. Maybe you're listening to me right now and you're carrying something nobody knows about. Maybe you've become very good at saying, I'm okay. You've learned how to smile. You've learned how to worship. You've learned how to encourage everybody else, while secretly asking, Lord, when will you help me? But hear me. Jesus knows. He knows the conversation you had with yourself last night. He knows the tears you wiped before anyone could see them. He knows the disappointment. He knows the rejection. He knows the waiting. He knows the family situation. He knows the dream that seems like it will never happen. He knows the weight. And the beautiful thing is, He doesn't look at you and walk away. He comes closer. So tonight, you don't have to explain everything. Just give Him the one thing. You still have your heart. Jesus, you know. Jesus, you know my tears. You know my fears. You know the prayers I whispered for years. You know my weakness. You know my scars. You know the nights I wondered where you are. But you were there. You were there. You were there all along. You were there when I couldn't see you. When I couldn't see you. When I couldn't feel you. When I thought I was alone. When I almost gave up. You held me. When I couldn't carry myself. You carried me. Only Jesus knows. Nobody knows my whole story. Jesus knows. Nobody knows every battle. Jesus knows. Nobody knows every tear. Jesus knows. Nobody knows the weight I carry. Jesus knows. Nobody knows the prayers I prayed. Jesus knows. Nobody knows how close I came. Jesus knows. Only Jesus knows. There are things I have never told anybody. Not because I don't want to, but because some pain is too deep for words. There are tears that fell when nobody was watching. There are nights I smile. Sometimes you reach a place where you don't need another explanation. You don't need another person to tell you everything will be okay. You just need Jesus. Because there are battles you cannot explain. There are tears you cannot stop. There are nights when your heart is tired of pretending. And in those moments, the most powerful prayer can be the simplest one. Jesus, I need you.
Psalm 86 reminds us that God is compassionate and ready to hear the cry of those who call upon Him. And Psalm 46 reminds us that God is our refuge and strength, present with us when trouble comes. So if your heart is tired tonight,
Don't run from Him, run to Him. Jesus, I need you. I came to you with empty hands, with nothing left to hide. I carried all my broken dreams and all the tears I cried.
I tried to make it on my own. I thought that I was strong, but every road I walked alone just made me miss you more. I know the way trying to hold the world together. I've smiled through storms and told myself that I would make it through. But underneath the courage, there was a heart that needed you. And now I finally understand, my strength was never me.
When our strength is disappearing, when our hearts are overwhelmed, we will turn our eyes to Jesus. We know where our help is found. Jesus, I need you. I need you more than ever. Jesus, I need you. Hold my heart together.
When I cannot find a way, when I don't know what to do,
I will call upon your name. Jesus, I need you.
we need you.
We need you. Jesus, I need you.
There were nights I asked the question, Lord, are you still near? I couldn't see beyond the darkness, I couldn't silence fear. But even when I couldn't feel you, you were closer than my breath. You were keeping me from falling when I thought I had no strength left.
You saw every hidden tear. You heard each silent prayer. You knew the words inside my heart before I spoke them there.
And now I know your silence was never absence, Lord. You were working in the places I could never see before. So when I cannot understand you, I will still believe. When my heart is overwhelmed, I will still reach for you. Jesus, I need you. I need you more than ever. Jesus, I need you. Hold my heart together. When I cannot find a way, when I don't know what to do, I will call upon your name. Jesus, I need you. If you're listening and you're exhausted from being strong, this is your moment. You don't have to pretend anymore. You don't have to say,
I'm fine.
if you're not fine,
Tell Jesus.
if you're hurting,
Tell Jesus.
if you're afraid,
Tell Jesus.
if you don't know what tomorrow will bring,
Tell Jesus.
He's not frightened by your tears. He's not disappointed by your weakness. And you don't have to clean up your heart before you come to Him.
Come broken.
Come tired.
Come confused.
Come with the little faith you have left.
Just come.
Because the same Jesus
Who made you in your best season is still with you in your hardest one. So open your heart
and whisper His name.
Jesus,
I need you.
I need you when I'm broken. I need you when I'm strong. I need you in the silence. I need you when the night is long. I need you when I'm waiting. I need you when I cry. I need you when I cannot understand the reason why.
I need you in the morning.
I need you through the night.
I need you when I'm walking.
I cannot see the light.
I need you in the valley.
I need you on the mountain.
I need you every moment.
Jesus, I need you.
We need you.
breaking. Jesus, I need you.
When my faith is shaking.
Jesus, I need you.
When the answer hasn't come.
Jesus, I need you.
When I feel like I'm alone.
Jesus, I need you.
When I cannot carry what I'm carrying.
Jesus, I need you. Hey, Jesus, I need you. Sometimes you reach a place where you don't need another explanation. You don't need another person to tell you everything will be okay. You just need Jesus, because there are battles you cannot explain. Before I ever knew your name, you knew mine. Before I ever lifted my hands, you were already reaching for me. The heavens declare the glory of God, and the skies reveal the work of His hands. And Ecclesiastes reminds us that God has made everything beautiful in its proper time. So when I look at the stars, when I hear the ocean, when I watch the morning rise, I remember nothing you create is without purpose. And if creation answers when you speak, then Lord, let my life answer you too. Here I am. When the morning opens slowly and the darkness disappears, I can see your fingerprints in everything that brought me here. Every sunrise tells a story, every heartbeat sings your name. Every breath that fills my lungs is another gift of grace. I have wandered through some valleys, I have questioned where you've been, but somehow through the silence, you were closer than my skin. So I don't need to know tomorrow, I don't need to see the road. If your hand is holding mine, I know I'm never walking alone. If you call me, I will answer. If you lead me, I will follow. If you ask me to surrender, I will lay my whole life down. Every dream and every season, every mountain, every valley, with each breath that you have given, Lord, so will I. So will I, with every breath, so will I. You speak life into the darkness, and the darkness has to flee. You bring beauty from the ashes, and you make a way for me. So when fear begins to whisper, trying to tell me I'm alone, I'll remember who you are, and I'll remember I'm your own. I don't have to hope tomorrow, I don't have to force the door. If you haven't opened it, I'll trust you even more. When you tell me wait, I'll wait. When you tell me go, I'll go. When I cannot see the reason, I'll still trust the one I know. Maybe you're standing at a place where you cannot see what God is doing. Maybe you've prayed and prayed and nothing seems to have changed. But don't mistake silence for absence. God can be working in places your eyes cannot see. The sea disappears before it becomes a harvest. The morning begins before the darkness knows it's leaving. So keep trusting, keep believing, keep walking, because the God who began something in you has not forgotten you. And when you don't know what else to say, just give him your yes. Lord, whatever you want, here I am. Here I am. Take the plans I have written, take the dreams I have made, take the things I am afraid of, take the things I cannot change. If you lead me through the valley, I will trust you there. If you take me through the waiting, I will lead you there. If you ask me to forgive, give me grace to let it go. If you ask me to be still, teach my restless heart to know that you are God, and you are good, and you are worthy of my yes. You are God, you